This is the only visit from Dooney Bourke for the month, and already this bag in particular at its sale price has been very popular. 600 orders this month. It's top rated, all right? Now, in the world of luxury leather handbags, to get top rating, it's a pretty big deal because you've got to satisfy a lot of people at a very high expectation level, because this bag used to be $356. It is now $269. It's an $87 savings. That, again, that price point for this much. Now we went from the little to the we mean business Florentine. It's called the twist sack shoulder bag. Now I'm going to sound very repetitive here when I tell you I don't have a lot of these to go around. Think about the, actually pause for a second. Think about when we do Italian jewelry and we show you the images of the very small design houses, these like families that create some of these designs in gold. And so therefore we don't have 5,000, 10,000 of them in gold because they're made by hand. These crafted handbags in Florentine leather, same story, and they take months to restock. Okay, anyway, let's go through colors. Chestnut. There are 175 in the chestnut. We have it in, ooh, look at this one, guys, plum. 6 dozen in the plum. You're gonna see more colors on this one than you did on the last one. This is the teal. 4 dozen in the teal. $53 easy pay. Okay, this is your black. 110 remain in the black, and I would imagine that's going to be really popular. Then we have it in the natural. Okay, thank you. So we have 190 in the natural, but it was the most popular in our last bag. And then finally, the Bordeaux. Fewer than 4 dozen, most limited, probably going to be the first one to go. So that officially means half our quantity for the day on this bag is gone, because, you know, sometimes even as a presenter here at QVC, I go, have we lost our minds? Like $269 for this bag. So Adrienne, anyway, clearly I'm very excited about that, but it's like, it's one thing to get a great price point. What are you getting for that price? What you're getting is Florentine on steroids.
It really is. It's so much leather, Jen. I don't know how we were able to get this much Florentine into one bag, but I am here for it. I love it. I think it's so elegant. So this truly, when we talk about Dooney Bourke and some of our inspirations for our bags, we use a lot of equestrian and saddlery inspirations. It's been kind of one of our founding principles since 1975, right here on the East Coast of the United States, here in Connecticut. We have those saddlery traditions. So you see that beautiful twist detail and the O-ring on the strap. You see, oh, thank you so much for modeling that. I love when you can see it, you know, on somebody who looks so elegant like our model. That twist strap detail is very much the saddlery tradition, as when you go down to the base of the bag, that beautiful buckle and fold detail. It's what you would see in fine English saddlery. We're giving it to you in a very sophisticated handbag. Again, I think you described it so well, Jen, with the jewelry description of these Italian family-owned businesses. This is what Florentine leather is. Our family tannery, they've been passing down the methods of tanning these leathers from generation to generation, producing the finest leathers in the world. And so this bag, you really get to showcase the leather. There aren't a lot of bells and whistles other than that saddlery detail I mentioned. You really just get to let the leather be the star.
I mean, that right there, guys, this little snapshot, I think, really shows you what we brag on when we brag on Florentine leather. The way that leather curves, it looks like a marble carving, right? There's no crack, there's no crease, there's no break in the color in this leather, because all it does over time is patina and gets softer and more beautiful. And I want to show you the inside of this before I have to take you through the colors again. I mean, not that you would put a bowling ball in there, but you might be able to. I mean, you've got a lot of space, and you have the most luxurious bowling ball bag in the world. You see the key fob clasp on the inside. You've got slip and zip pockets as well. A lot of space. You could put files in there, notebooks if you're using it for the workplace. All right, again, this is chestnut. Actually, let me back up. We started with 1,200 of these bags today. If you want the chestnut, 150 remain. There's the plum. Fewer than 4 dozen in the plum. Teal. Fewer than 3 dozen. Oh, these tiny numbers. Here's the black. 80 remain in the black. Moving down, we have the very popular natural. 160 in the natural. And then the Bordeaux. 2 dozen left in the Bordeaux, which almost reads to me like a dark cherry. It's just a really, I mean, sometimes you don't, I'm tempted to go in and touch, and then I go, you know what? Sometimes the way the light is just hitting the leather will tell more of a story than anything my hands are manipulating it could possibly do. And it's top rated. I mean, to me, the way I describe Adrian, it's like top rating's different across categories. A flashlight is top rated because it makes a bright light. It works. Yeah, like, you know, awesome. But now you're talking fashion, aesthetics, how functional is it? Does it fit what I'm trying to put inside? Does it look just as beautiful a year later? And across the board, women are saying 5 stars.
Agreed. And there's something about a handbag too, Jen, that is so incredibly personal. There's just something intimate about it. It becomes an extension of you. So to see those customer top ratings and to read all of the glowing reviews, people have gotten this home and worked it into their lives and their wardrobes. And it truly is that extension of you. Something about Florentine leather as well, whether it's our most, you know, kind of relaxed satchel or something like this that has that polish but could be relaxed. It just is going to brighten any outfit. It's going to elevate any outfit, whether you're wearing this with athleisure or a beautiful blazer like you have it styled, Jen. It's something that's just going to be that kind of finishing touch to anything you wear this with.
That's a really great point. I mean, none of this really makes sense in the context of 2022 if it's a bag that's like covered in rhinestones and you're only going to wear it when you're going out for, you know, your anniversary dinner or something like that, because tell me who's doing that at all, or, you know, on a nightly basis. But I'm going, yeah, heading to the grocery store, I have an afternoon meeting, or, you know, just running out with friends, I throw it in the car, go pick up my daughter up, and we've got stuff to do. Like, it makes sense in the context of anything your day is doing. I like that this is stuffed a little bit so that you can see how it starts to take body when you put your life inside of it. Let me give you measurements. It's 11.5 inches long, 13.5 inches wide, 6.5 inches deep, with a 9-inch handle drop, and it weighs 2 pounds. For all of this leather, I gotta say that's really, really impressive, right? So you're not weighed down by this to begin with. And then, oh, the other thing I wanted to show you too is, if you are like me and you're in a little apartment or a townhome or spaces at a premium, when you go to store this or like file it into your closet, you see how little space it takes up. So if you're maybe traveling somewhere, you're going to Italy, you want to put this in your suitcase and it lays flat and then you can fit right in, right? Okay, another update here. Started with 1,200 today. Chestnut. I have 110 remaining. There is the plum. Fewer than 2 dozen. It's going to be off the table here soon. Then we have the teal, fewer than 2 dozen in the teal, which turns into like I would call it more of a deep emerald because it's so richly green. There's the black and black, fewer than 4 dozen. We have the Bordeaux, never mind. And then the natural, yeah, I know. Natural, there are 130 remaining in the natural. It is almost always the most popular color choice when we offer it in any leather, let alone in Florentine. And I think we covered all of those. Okay, so easy pay. I'm laughing because I'm looking at this price. I mean, I have paid far higher price tags on I don't have a ton of Florentines, I have 3 of them. But I have made that investment. The first one was the hardest, because I was like, oh, you know, it's not a cheap and cheerful. This is something that you forget about. And then I go, wait a minute, this is what, not just luxury, because to me luxury is something that feels fancy and that's great. But it's even more important than that because it's an investment. It's something that you buy, and then I know when I'm in my 60s, my 80s, I bequeath it to my daughter, that I'm still gonna love this bag. So of all the money that you just kind of spend throughout the day and you don't think about, this is one that puts a smile on your face years to come.
Absolutely. I was just thinking, Jen, I'd love to take a poll on how many people's first Dooneys were passed down, because I know mine was passed down to me, and I think that's something that a Florentine bag, more so than any other bag, you do want to pass down to your daughter or niece, because the quality, it's going to look even better 20 years from now than it does the day you get it home.
Also, what a graduation gift this would be, right?
Ooh.
Anyway, we started with 1,200 chestnut, 90 remain. All right, what about the plum? 10 remain. Teal, 5. Oh, it's a tiny number. Okay, black, 3 dozen, and then the natural. 120, so that's your safest bet. All right, 5 easy payments and a saving of $87 on this customer top rated Italian beauty.